What is going on, everybody? My name's Christian Robert, and today I am going to take you through how much money I made in the year of 2020 with stocks. I'm also going to get into my monthly update for the dividends I received. But let's just start off by saying what a crazy year this has been for all of us. Besides the whole sickness that we all had to deal with, it was just a crazy, crazy year in the market. And I cannot believe how much money I am up this year. But before we get into that, as always, make sure if you haven't, you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. That really helps the channel grow. We're at 918 subscribers. Let's make 2021 the year that I get 1,000 subscribers and monetized. So thank you for that. But jumping right into this thing, the account is sitting at $194,497. I believe I reached an all-time high the other day of $197,000. So we are just on the cusp of hitting $200,000. And literally 4 months ago, I uploaded a video about how I just hit $100,000. So this is just an insane year. A 1 month chart, you see that we had a low of 159,000. A 3 month chart, you will see that we had a low of 108,000. 6 month chart, you will see that 6 months ago we were at 83,000. And then a 1 year chart, 1 year ago, I'm filming this on the 3rd, but 1 year ago, on January 1st, my account was at $47,408. That is insane. My account is up roughly $143,000 in 1 year. I would never have imagined this was even possible the way I invested. Keep in mind, I've been dominantly a dividend investor, so those aren't the type of stocks that are known to really skyrocket at all. But if you follow the channel, you know that there's one stock in particular that really went parabolic. So let's go into my holdings really quick. So as you can see, the stock or the portfolio is dominantly in Tesla. We are currently at a market value of $141,000. Cost per share, $91.37. The gain percentage is 672% or $122,000. Now keep in mind, I have not held this stock. I believe I started buying this the later half of 2018. So, we're talking just over a year now. It's not like I've been in this stock for 10 years. I'm not going to sit here and act like I expected this to happen. I know some YouTubers that are in Tesla are going to act like they knew exactly this would happen, but to me, this is just being at the right place at the right time. In 2018, I was watching YouTube videos religiously. I stumbled upon a group of YouTubers in the financial sector that started talking about this Tesla, something I didn't really know much about, and it was something that really intrigued me, like it does to most investors. The more you get into it, it's kind of like a wormhole. You just get sucked into it, and I just became obsessed with it. I started buying, and here we are. So I'm not going to take any credit for this rise. I'm just so grateful to be along for the journey. I think the next 10 years is looking extremely bright, and we will see where the journey takes us. If I lose it all, which I know some people will comment down below and say, it was a fun ride. I don't know what to say, but I only have $18,000 of my own money in this. So, what is the likelihood that this stock goes down so much to where I actually lose my $18,000? So I don't know what to say other than that. But next, the second largest holding is now Tattooed Chef. It's kind of funny. I got into this stock before the merger with a holding company. Forgot what the holding company was, but I bought this nearly a year ago. You know, I looked at the products. It had a really interesting branding, and I started being really bullish on it. And within the last 3-4 weeks, I've seen a ton of YouTubers jumping on board. So it's kind of cool that I got in before like the mainstream YouTube section kind of jumped in and hyped it up. So let's hope this thing can really take off. I'm hoping to sell this thing at least $60 per share. I have 400 shares. Average cost $19.49. I also hold this in both of my other accounts. Next we have 3M. This is just a nice stable dividend play. I receive roughly $75 a quarter or so. We're not going to go through every single stock, but you know, the portfolio hasn't changed much lately. The only big changes in the coming months have been NEO has really grown to a large portion. I have 150 shares in this stock at an average cost of $38 even. So I'm up 28%. QYLD, I'm loving this just for a strictly dividend income play. I receive between $60 and $70 a month on this one. And then where is the newest one? Planet 13. I own 700 shares. I'm up 97%. Another really awesome opportunity I got in at. SBE, which is ChargePoint. They're about to do the merger. I've been in this one for a few months now. I'm up 135%. I got into this one because the location, I live in Michigan. 2 miles down the road from me is a gas station I go to every day. And they just put 2 of these ChargePoint electric car charging units in. And that was the first time I had any knowledge of it. So of course, when I see something with my own eyes, I'm going to do my research. And I jumped into this stock. And next we have a new holding of ARKG. Now, if I have any goals for 2021, it would be to make this one of my largest holdings possible. I actually have more of this in my M1 Finance account that I can show you really quickly at the end. But I just think that this genomics ETF is going to go insanely high in the next 5 years. The reason I bought this is I was actually looking at the top holding, which is CRISPR Therapeutics. And some of the things they are doing is just insane. And I'm really bullish on that company, but I'm not intelligent enough to invest in it and make it a big holding of mine. So I'd rather take the safer route and invest in a really nice ETF with that as a big holding in it. So I'm excited for that. And other than that, I bought some Palantir. I have 50 shares. I'm down 15%. And then the only other new holding I have is I got 5 shares of ABNB, which is Airbnb. I believe I bought this on the IPO day, if not the day after. I got 5 shares at $148. But that's really it. The portfolio hasn't changed much in the last year. So let's go into the dividends I received for December. Now, I received a ton of dividends for the month of December, so I don't want to go through every single one with you. But some of the ones we will highlight, $7.61 from HBI, $66.87 from that QYLD, which is just insane, $16.84 from IBM, $7.73 from LUMN, which I will probably be selling. One thing I didn't mention earlier is that at the bottom of my portfolio, you might have noticed I have a good 10 to 15 stocks, all valued between $100 to $400. I plan on trimming or just getting rid of most of those. I really want to just focus in on, my main stocks. And at the size of my portfolio is now, there's no point me holding, 20 stocks valued at $200 when I have no intentions of adding to them and holding them for the very long term. Next, we have $74.05 from 3M, such a nice dividend stock. $10.59 from Main Street Capital. We received $29.70 from O Realty Income. One of my favorite all-time stocks. I say it in every video. I just love this stock so much. I hope in the coming years I can really make this a huge position for myself. $19.70 from Qualcomm. $14.32 from Raytheon. And then the next big one is $36.37 from AVGO and $23.44 from SPHD. Now, if we add up the stocks I received in this account for the month, we received $357.05, and that brought me to a year-to-date total of $3,149.19 in dividends, which in the previous video I was talking about how I did not know if I would hit the $3,000 mark. So I am extremely happy that I hit that number. And if we go into my estimated income calculator, you will see that for the coming 12 months I am scheduled to make $4,300. And keep in mind that it is not calculating dividends from Disney, Wynn Resorts, and APLE, Apple Hospitality. If those ones come back in the near term, that would really get me close to $5,000. So for January, it's showing an estimated income of $421, and you're starting to see all the months really get closer and closer to that number I've been wanting to hit of 300 every month. Looks like February we will fall just shy of that, but it is looking like a really promising year, assuming we don't go backwards in the country and we start seeing more dividend cuts. But as of now, the only month that's showing I don't hit 300 is February. So we will see what happens with that. And one other thing I want to mention is that one stock I'm looking at purchasing is Walgreens. I'd like to get 100 shares under $40, so that would be another roughly $180 for the year, which that alone would put me at $4,500. But let's jump really quickly into my M1 Finance and end the video. So you'll see my M1 Finance portfolio is sitting just over $6,000. So if you wanted to add this one to my TD Ameritrade, I would already be over $200,000, but we will save that for another time. I want to hit $200,000 specifically in that account. This is a much newer portfolio for me. A 1 week chart, not much. 1 month chart, I've been really adding a lot of money to this. So December 3rd, I was at $1,600. I just added roughly $4,000 to the account, I believe. So you will see that the top holding is that ARKG. I really want to put a big emphasis for the year on this stock. I try to buy $25 every single day in this M1 account. So I put a huge chunk of cash into this one. So you can see I have a 15% target, but it's actually at 30%. So that $25 won't be actually buying this for a while. So I might have to shuffle these percentages around. Next we have Tesla. I have $1,300 in this stock right now. NEO, I have just over $1,000. PBW, which is a clean energy ETF, just under $1,000. Amazon over $200. QYLD, Tattooed Chef, SPHD, Main Street, O Realty Income, Google, Aggressive Dividends, which is just a bunch of REITs pretty much, and Square. I really want to keep this to a few holdings. I don't want to get into too many holdings in this portfolio until it is at least, $10,000, $20,000. I can tell that a big mistake I made in my past is having way too many stocks and spreading myself way too thin, because I just like so many different stocks that I was fine just holding, 2 or 3 shares and just moving on to the next one. And I've noticed that really didn't benefit me in the big picture. So I want to grow these sizes, or grow these positions to decent sizes before I start adding any more. And then, yeah, that's it for this holding, or for this portfolio. Let's wrap the video up. I just want to end the video by saying I hope everybody out there stayed safe, stayed healthy. I hope that given all the craziness in the world that you had a good financial year, because the stock market was just unexplainably good, you know, if you bought at the right time. I think this was a really good year for a lot of us to really grow internally. You know, we all suffered a lot, some more than others. For me personally, outside of the sickness, I lost my mother from cancer, which was really hard. It's still hard to this day. 2 days before the sickness even entered here. So, you know, that was difficult. I had other family problems, you know. I found out I was getting screwed over on a property by a relative. So, you know, we've all been through stuff. I hope that 2021 is a year where we can really get things back on track, you know, get ourselves in a really good financial place. So that's all I wanted to say. Set goals for yourself. I will come out with another video soon about my yearly goals for stocks and other things in general. And make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment down below. What are some stocks you guys are looking at for 2021? What are some goals you're setting for yourselves? Like I said, I really want to get dialed in. I want to buy Walgreens and make that a big dividend holding for myself. And I will save the rest of my goals for the next video. But thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay positive, and I'll see you guys in the next one.